We go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. People, humans, people, people, people. Oh boy, let me wait. Let me wait until everyone from the previous stream comes back. Hopefully everyone who was watching the old stream can paste the link to the stream into the old chat. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna go into let's see here. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna. I need to post the. He is back. Yes, I am. I've returned. I just have to. I have to post the link to the old stream into. I actually forgot where the at key on my keyboard is. Because my keyboard is weird. My keyboard basically my keyboard doesn't work properly. Uh, because the at key like doesn't show up. Like if you press the at key, it just doesn't work essentially. And so in order to eyes, they're watching. Yeah, no, the at key doesn't work. So in order to press at. Wait, the old stream is already terminated. If anyone's still watching the old stream, post the link to this stream in the chat so people know that it's there. That's really all I can do. We had like 23 viewers or something. There were a lot of people watching the old stream. And now we have to start all over. It's so sad because I wait for people to pile in and then people start piling in and it's really cool. And then when we already have like a big enough audience, they go haywire and kill me. Star, piss off the copyright algorithm even more and play some Beatles music in the background. That would actually get me banned from streaming as a whole if I did that. Um, if I would get banned from streaming, and I wouldn't be able to stream for like I think last time they suspended me from streaming, it was for 2 or 3 months, and so I don't want to do that. When I do get to Homeless Star arc, I gotta be able to stream the homeless shelter, man. Come on, this is forward thinking right here. We're doing forward thinking now. I wonder if they'll catch me for anime. Do you think they'll catch me for anime? Let's see, what shows do I even have on this computer? Maho Shoujo Madoka Magica, Haban, no, they can't catch me for this, can they? Sorry, Star, I'm going to have dinner now, but I'll be back. Okay, have fun. There's no way they can catch me for this. This is like a random love story or what. They can't catch me for this. There's no way. There's no way they can catch me for this. I'm taking the risk. I'm taking the risk. Yeah, look, there's there's no way. Maybe if I just click to random scenes, maybe if I click to random scenes, they won't be angry at me. But yeah, me being retarded aside, um, but what is there to do on this computer over here? I feel like there's some. This is the duality of man. We have the Linux computer, and then we have the Windows computer. This is the duality of man. Madoka aired on American television. I'd say that's too risky. Gotta go with something more obscure. Yeah, the thing with anime companies is that the licensing with anime companies is weird because on YouTube, uh, a lot of stuff gets doesn't get caught that you would think should theoretically get caught because it's licensed by a big publisher. But then you have things that are totally obscure that regularly get caught by the Japanese people who run it, and so it's weird. Sometimes I've gotten copyright claims for anime footage that the person claiming it didn't even own the footage. They just claimed it. What distro am I running? This is Lubuntu, but I'm using LXDE as the desktop. And so that's why you have like the LX terminal over here and stuff. But yeah, that's the distro I'm running. Let me wait for the people to pile in here. Um, did it? I didn't even check the window to see if it snowed last night. No, it didn't snow, unfortunately. It was so cold when I woke up this morning. I was really hoping that it would have snowed. I should have checked the window first thing, though. I don't know why I didn't do that sooner. We need some light in here. There's not enough. Ow. Sunlight hurts my eyes. Why did I think that was a good idea? Sunlight actually hurts my eyes quite a bit. Hello, Kazakhstan flag. Eventually, but not today. Um, but yeah, what was I getting on about? But but it's crazy because I was answering that Muslim guy's question, and then all of a sudden, YouTube cuts out, and I had a big rant that I was going to do, and and then YouTube just cucked me. But yeah, basically, there are specific shelters that you can go to in other states, and I found a couple of them. I've researched a few of them, and once I leave home and all of this other stuff, I can just go there, and then I can work on getting my GED, and I can get a job going and stuff, and hopefully I can get a job where a comfier job where I don't have to do very much work. And then after saving enough money, I can be able to go to to Kazakhstan over here, or I can go to Kazakhstan. That'd be cool. You Benjamin Netanyahu tube professional Arab haters. Yes. Benjamin Netanyahu tube professional Arab haters. I don't I don't think I've seen a more specific string of words in quite some time. Benjamin Netan YouTube. I can't believe I missed that. That's even more bass. I appreciate it, Zulu. Um, have you considered getting into transcription? It seems like one of the only decent jobs for unskilled hikis despite the borderline slave pay. My mom used to do transcription, and it seems like a bit of a scam. Do you have to move out immediately? Yes, I won't be able to live here if I'm not going to school. My dad's going to be very, very angry, if I refuse to go to school. So I just have to go. No two ways about it. I just have to go. It's there. The declaration's been made, so it is what it is. But but yeah, they're that Muslim guy. Yes, I appreciate I appreciate that you appreciate my sense of humor, friend. Um, are we back? Yes, we're back. Um, but yeah. So to answer your question, I think I'll be okay. Because I think I'll be okay because there's a lot of places that you can go to in the US in terms of shelter. And I've been to many of them before, and so I know how the whole homeless shelter thing works, and so I'll be fine. I'll be okay. Um, they'll help you get a job and everything. They'll help you get housing. It Especially if you go to like the northeastern states. Let me tell you, the northeastern states, their homeless person infrastructure is amazing. I was in New York in December of 2018, and I had ran away from home, and I was out on the streets, and I went to this homeless shelter for LGBTQ people. And when I went in there, they said, "Yeah, we'll set you up with an ID. We'll set you up with transitional housing. We'll set you up with food and a place to sleep every day. We'll give you a job." It was like, it floored me just how good the infrastructure was, at least for young people. Uh, and so it's pretty amazing, some of what these organizations do, but I just it is what it is. And I can't. Wait, what was this? I know someone who did it, kept his parents from kicking him out because technically he was employed. I guess I'll have to look into that. I suppose I had the same TV. Yes. The good old true flat. I got this out of my brother got this out of somebody's garage, and he just gave it to us indiscreetly. It barely works. it works in the back. Like in the back, there's one port that works, and nothing else on this TV actually works. The DVD player has been taken out. When you look in here, it's just completely desolate. There's nothing in there. They took the DVD player out, and yeah. I remember when I was obsessed with monitoring my electricity usage. When I was younger, I was like 10, 8, 9, 11. I was obsessed with turning lights off because I wanted to help stop climate change. Little did I know, little did I know that the crisis of confidence speech had too much of an effect on me, I suppose. Um, let's see. I was so obsessed with turning lights off. I wanted all of the electricity to be turned off all the time because I thought, oh, our carbon footprint is too big. Captain Star and the Planeteers. Oh no. Oh man, I miss that. I really miss back when I used to care a lot about other people and I used to care about like the planet and stuff. Like I used to be so different. I feel like desensitization and trauma has shaped me into a very different person than I used to be. The Gulf oil spill really had a profound effect on me because it was like 2011. I remember coming out and seeing my dad watching Rachel Maddow, and she was talking about, I mean, haha, Rachel Maddow, funny meme. Yeah, no, I make fun of her just as much, don't worry. But at the time, like, he watched a lot of liberal news and stuff. But at the time, like, I came out and I watched her talk about the Gulf oil spill and just seeing the footage of it, all of the animals that were harmed, and all of the terrible stuff that was going on in the ocean. I just broke down and cried because I was so upset. And like, it was at that point that I had a conversation with my dad, and he just sat down and he told me, yeah, the world is going to end, and there's nothing that we can do about it. Um, and it was a pretty stark realization for me. And I still kept trying to do like the, ethical consumption stuff. I still kept trying to reduce my carbon footprint and things like that. But, you know, that conversation, it had a profound effect on the way that I see the world. Because, this is 2011. I was like, I was like, how old was I? Math. I was like 8, 9 years old. And so it was I was pretty young to be given the world is going to end conversation, to be given the there's going to be wars over water conversation. But it really shaped who I was in a lot of ways. And I'll never forget that. I hope coronavirus doesn't come to Kazakhstan. I really hope so. I don't, Kazakhstan, Kazakhstan will be mine. I don't, please, Coronavirus Chan, don't infect Kazakhstan. I just want to live there. I just want to live in my comfy Kazakhstani flat. Don't do this to me. Uh, do you think Corona Chan will be the one thing that will bring about instrumentality, or will we have to wait for another pandemic? I don't think the coronavirus is going to be that big of a deal. Um, as certain aspects of it are worrying, but I think, obviously stock up on supplies, get a gas mask and stuff like that. Um, but like in general, I would not worry that much about the coronavirus. I think the Chinese government has really mobilized people against it. It's amazing some of the things that their government has achieved. And obviously, I'm more of like a libertarian. I'm very critical of a lot of the things the Chinese government does, but you got to give them props where you can. Like they have gone all out in fighting this virus, and I think that's a really good thing. So I think most likely the virus will be contained. They have like these community watch groups that basically go around and help like give people food and shit, and in the community they make sure everybody's okay, everybody's, you know, wearing gat or wearing face masks and stuff like this. They've, you know, cut off huge sections of the country, you know, so they're doing what they can. Shows you that authoritarianism is based in red pilled in certain situations. Like, it's the only thing, like in the event of a pandemic, it's the only thing that can keep it under wraps, you know, like even like me, as someone philosophically who believes a lot in personal freedom, I have to admit that authoritarianism is sometimes necessary, that you sometimes need it. And it's just the world we live in. It is what it is. Um, Ethical consumption may not be effective. Revolution would be effective, but is impossible. There's only one individual act someone can commit to make an impact: eco-terrorism. I am 100% in support of eco-terrorism, uh, or just terrorism in general. And I know Leon Trotsky, he wrote that article, Why Marxists Oppose Individual Terrorism. Uh, he was right, but I still I still think terrorism is cool. I don't know what other way to put it. Um, but yeah, is what it is. It's very weird that the algorithm suggested you're live to me. It feels like I'm crashing into a stranger's party. Yeah, I have no idea why YouTube did that. I appreciate that YouTube did that. But yeah, I would never expect the algorithm to recommend someone like me. That's really cool. I was watching red content, and now I get a lot of incel content recommended to me. I refuse to watch the recommends. Good on you, buddy. Good on you. Leo Vonero says, hello, star. Hello. Hello. Yes. I was looking through some old screenshotted Discord messages that I had of stuff that I used to be talking about. And there was a time when I was saying, when I had some really bizarre takes on the world that I just felt so out of left field. Um, and maybe I'll make a video compiling all of the weird things that I've believed in the past. Might be cool. I need a book of matches. Where is my book of matches? I want to light this candle. This candle's dangerously low. YouTube just recommends me nature and animal videos. That's nice. I don't know why I still have these. Is that I still have these things from when I had a kidney stone. It says family reaction to penicillin. I still have this. And then I have this one which says fall risk. I was at risk of falling when I was in the hospital. I could fall down easily because obviously I just had kidney stone surgery done, and so, you know, I was a fall risk. I could fall down. Ugh, let me throw these away. Oh, you want to come out, Bert, too? Okay. You've got a way to fall. I love watching BBC Earth. BBC Earth is so fun. It's one of the best. One of the best YouTube channels that exists is BBC Earth. Let's see here. What am I gonna eat? I gotta eat something in here. PP Poo Poo says I330. Hello to you as well. Um, there's fish in here. I can't cook that though. That's for dinner. Am I gonna? Well, it's morning time. Well, it's not really morning time anymore. I guess I'll just eat this stuff. Bertram, ooh woo. Hey, you remembered his name. Yeah, Bertram's a good dog. He's exploring now though. He's not I don't know what he's up to. Uh I really should wash the dishes in here at some point. Like I don't feel bad about it, but I don't think like my dad, he has to work in the day. If I could wash these dishes, I feel like it would make a pretty big difference. I would clean up in the living room. I just literally am not allowed to because the living room stuff is not my stuff, and so I'm not allowed to bother the living room stuff. And there's not even like a place to put it too. That's the thing. is that if there was a place to put it, then it wouldn't be there in the living room. And so the stuff kind of piles up because there's just no space for it. Um, I don't know what that's about. We own too much damn stuff. It's like living in an episode of Hoarders, man. Too much. There's too many people in the world, and people own too much stuff. There is. I know people try to argue for material abundance. I argue for material underabundance. God damn it. Bertram, he's a good dog. Too many people in the world. Too much stuff. People own too much stuff. How long was I supposed to cook it for? Actually, I actually don't know. I never make these things because they taste bad. This fucking terrible food. What? 10 to 15 seconds? Well, I cooked it for much longer than that. I thought it was interesting that Bert smiles. Yeah, he learned how to smile because he watched people do it. Yeah, this definitely needs more than 10 to 15 seconds. Time today. Like, look at this shit, right? Why is this here? Why is there just a random... Why is there just a random piece of glass on top of these cupcakes? I almost called them cuck cakes. It really is an MSNBC household. Smart doggy. Yeah, he is very smart. He is very smart. He was the only one who survived out of all of his brothers. He had two other brothers. He had two brothers, and they died because they were stupid. Well, no, Bear died because he got parvo. He got the parvo virus, but the other one died because he was stupid. And then he had two other dogs that were related to him. Well, he had one other dog that was related to him that was very stupid, and he died because he was stupid as well. So he kind of got lucky. Do I want this cherry juice? Let's see here. This cherry tart cherry. My fridge constantly leaks, so we have to put a what is it called? We have to put a thing in the back of the fridge in order to keep it from... Cuck cakes are what you get when your wife and your cuck holder are into scat. That was gross. I'm sorry, but not sorry. I don't think I could be grossed out by anything. With the amount of things that I've seen on the internet at a very young age, it is impossible for me to be grossed out by anything. Like, I went on the deep web when I was 13. Let's see here. Desensitization is... I'm starting to believe that desensitization is just how the elites control us, because the elites want a populace that doesn't care about one another, and so if you don't care about other people around you and you're desensitized through the media, then that's a very easy to control population, you know? Let's see. Yeah, but hi, I'm back again. Hello, welcome back, Flitzpipe. We're just making bad food here. This is not good food. I'm just eating it. I really hate these things. I don't know why I eat them. Hello, Bert. I don't know what's in this, if you can eat it or not. Who the hell is... Okay, a copyright claim was created for vaccines stream. Oh, copyrighted content. Insane police security guard chase on for years arrested. Of fucking course. Of fucking course it was those people. Harney Barrow, star of the week. For a second I thought you were about to drink again. No, no, no. No, no, no. I'm on a break from that. A star through time. I don't know what's in this. Bert. There's eggs in here, and there's bacon, and there's bread. So theoretically, this should be okay. I'll give you a tiny piece of it. Okay? Okay. That's all you get, though. I don't know what else is in this. I'm very careful about what I let him eat. I don't like it when he eats things that I don't know the ingredients of. If there's fake sugar in it, dogs shouldn't have that. Okay. Okay. Hello, kitty. Meow. Meow. This is running on empty star review. Yes. This is running on empty star review. I do it different than he does. I can't do it with the same intonation that Review Bra does. What a good man. Review Bra, he's one of the last good men left, I think. He just genuinely cares about other people. Even though, like, I think a lot of his takes on, like, Iran and North Korea and stuff are stupid, um, you can tell he genuinely cares about other people. Listening to his podcast, like, the politics section of his podcast is annoying because it feels like he just sort of regurgitates what a lot of the mainstream media is saying. But as a person, like as a human being, he's just good. He's just a good human being. Help chat, should I watch this stream or play browser games with a girl 3 years younger than me? I can't decide. That's a little weird. Aren't you like 21 years old or 20 years old? If you're Well, you live in Germany. It's okay. Never mind. I forgot the way you Europeans do it over there. No, almost 17. So she's 16. Wait, you're almost 17. Young and go have fun. Yeah, do what you think would be the most fun for you. Why are you sniffing a bag? Don't do that. Don't do that, Bert. He's excited. Hello. Hello, Bert. Woo! He wants to be petted. I'm gonna pet him with this hand because I'm eating with the other hand. Age of consent is 14 here. Jesus fucking Christ. Ugh. Hello, Bert. Let's see here. I mean, I'm not particularly a fan of most laws, but like, come on. Come on. 14. Jeez. Jeez. That's a little weird. That's a little that's a little weird. I can understand 16, but that's a little weird. Even France has a higher You know you have a problem when even France has a higher age of consent than you. Those are the guys who literally made a bill saying that the age of consent should be banned, and it was nationally, like, it was in the national consciousness for multiple years. I fucking hate French people. There's this great Saved by the Bell sex game on Newgrounds that should do the trick, except I doubt a 14-year-old would know what Saved by the Bell or Newgrounds are. Damn. That's funny. Like, it's so weird, because I remember watching Saved by the Bell reruns, and if I talk to people who are even slightly younger than me, they have no idea what it is. Here in Brazil is 14 too. That's weird! What is it with you backwards European people? I know Brazil's not European, but it was colonized by, I think? Yeah, you guys have Portuguese. That's how that works. Bom dia. We need the Brazilian military junta to come back just so the age of consent can be raised. Traditionalism. No, I'm not going to say that. Even as a joke, that's bad. Boa tarde. Uwu. Nice. Wait, I explained the age of consent in a second message. Wait a minute. You said extra rules. It didn't go any further than that. Or at least it didn't send. YouTube might be censoring you. This is Running on Empty Food Review. Hello. Hello, Bert. No, you can't drink this. You really can't drink this. This is tart cherry. Come on. Come on, buddy. Oh, well, now I got it on my... Hey, now. No, can't do that. Okay. That was smart. It looks like I bled all over myself. I had a period just now. Oh, God, I wish. Let's see here. YouTube is fine with me endorsing eco-terrorism, but talking about European consent laws is too far. Yes. Can you read the last message? You said it had extra rules. That was all I read. No, 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 no. Now look at me. I'm a wet star. Oh God, this tastes terrible. Why would anyone drink this? Tart cherry. Which doesn't mean adults can fuck 14-year-olds. It just means teenagers are allowed to fuck each other now. Okay, 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 I get you. But what's the youngest age that adults are allowed to fuck then? I guess it's 16 then? I would I would assume it's 16. I know this Brazilian dude, he my best friend. Hey, nice. Brazilian people are generally very nice in my experience. I've never met a single person from Brazil who's been mean. All of the Brazilian people I've ever talked to are nice. So just Romeo and Juliet laws, right? I think so, yeah. Or I had a friend who was like 14 years old who was bragging about the fact that she could have sex with 18-year-olds um, because she lived in New York and she was actively bragging about like, oh yeah, I can just meet people from the internet and because of Romeo and Juliet laws, I can have sex with them. It's weird. It's weird that, you know, I feel like Gen Z is the most sex obsessed generation that we've ever had. And obviously, the internet plays a huge part in it because of internet porn and these kind of things. And I don't really participate in that, as you know. I'm not a porn person. I jack off like a few times in a year at most. Um, but like it's weird talking to people who are my same age, and especially weird talking to people who are like a year younger than me, because I feel like the difference is like night and day when I talk to people who are like a year, 2 years, 3 years younger than me, because they got into porn when they were like 10 or 9 years old, and they got obsessively into it. And I'm not like a medical person. I'm not like a psychology person. So I can't make qualitative statements on these things. But my feeling, and this is just a feeling, is that this is probably unhealthy. Um, and I don't know. It seems really weird to me. I don't get it. To be honest, cannot understand why people like the hardcore porn. I think it's out of a sort of desire to like sexually harm someone else. It's just a fetish, and I want to read Sigmund Freud more because there's a lot of a lot of stuff that he talks about with fetishes that I feel like would make me understand why other people have such weird fetishes that I don't understand. Okay, Star, I looked up age of consent law in Germany. It's a whole table. I'll send it on Discord. Okay, cool. Besides, the paraphilias market is goddamn huge now. That is true. Mully Boom says hello. Hello to you as well. At what age do normies lose their virginity typically? I've seen a lot of people talking about it in high school. I would assume like 17 or 16. I don't know. Depends on the country, I guess. Probably the country too, yeah. Um, a lot of young people have sex, and I don't know, it's weird. But what was I gonna say? Like, there was a point I was gonna make, like, yeah, so that person, they were like 14 years old, and they were obsessed with this idea that they could have sex with people who were legally adults. They were obsessed with the, because of Romeo and Juliet laws, they were obsessed with like sending nudes of themselves to different. Oh, Jesus Christ. I had sex at 9 years old. Jeez. That sounds traumatic, honestly. Um, how did the situation for that to happen even occur? Like, how did you get into a scenario? Maybe I shouldn't ask too much. Maybe it's too much for me to ask, but that sounds hey, what are you drinking, man? This is tart cherry. Yeah, no alcohol content. This is just cherry juice. That screams of domestic abuse. It does to me as well. I feel like I'm asking too many questions. I'm sorry. No, I know how it is because I was raped when I was like a toddler, and so, you know, it is what it is. It was out of boredom and parental neglect. Oh, okay. Too much free time. Yeah, I mean, living in South America in general sounds like there's too much free time. It seems like a very carefree place to live. I don't know. I don't know how it'd be. How it'd be over there. Oh, I hear a large helicopter. Can you folks hear that? Large helicopter going over my house. Too much free time. So naturally that leads to sexing a 9-year-old. Literally, yes. Wow. How did you guys even figure out how that worked? Like, how did you know how did you how did you know what went where? I didn't know what intercourse was until I was like 13 or 14 years old, mate. How did you I don't know. I had to find out on the internet. It was weird. It's very weird. To be honest, I still don't know very much about sex at all. I've had zero sex education whatsoever. And to be honest, part of me doesn't even want it because I don't want to have sex. I'll have sex like once or twice as an experiment and then I'll be done. I have literally zero sex education. Didn't know masturbation until 17. LMAO. Nice. I thought it was anal for the longest time. Damn. No, it's like the meme where people have kids out of someone's rectum. Is that was something I think that's something little kids believe, right? Yeah. Am I too zoomed in? I think I zoomed in a bunch. No, I fixed it. Yeah, just go attend Zumba classes or something. Don't have sex. I'm anti-sex gang. I'm Slavoj. Wait, does he think that? I I have I have really clear memories of watching High School DxD when I was 11 or 12. It was my sexual awakening, big libido since then. I have no libido. I think the first thing I jacked off to was this it was this porn of I forget what it was. It was like two relatively muscular guys, and I don't remember what it was called though. That's the thing. Is that I was 14 years old, and so I don't actually remember what it was called. Uh, but I remember exactly what it looked like, and I felt immediately after jacking off to it, I felt like I did something really wrong, like I did something terrible, and I didn't really want to jack off much after that. But then I started getting into yaoi hentai, it's two men together, and I got into that. Having a child from the anus was the plot of a Ren and Stimpy adult party cartoon episode. Nice. I actually like adult party cartoon. I know that's an unpopular opinion to have. Jesus Christ! Dude, my floor is shaking because of this helicopter. Did you see that? But yeah. I genuinely enjoy Adult Party Cartoon, the six or so episodes that got produced of it. Um, it obviously it's nowhere near as good as the original show, but I actually did like it. Um, Sensei, what's yaoi? It's two men. It's men having sex. There's different types of yaoi. There's bara, which is really muscular men, which I like. I think bara's really nice. There's shota. There's a couple different types. There's where they've got the terms dome and seke or whatever. Yeah, it's a big thing. Um, but yeah. What the hell is going on out there? Not gay, but I did anal earlier than penile. Interesting. Um, a few episodes are good. Ren Seeks Help is as good as the original series. I like Altruist, but it's a bit long. I agree. The problem is that 14 doesn't even feel too young to me, and it's legal, but I just don't want others to know. I mean, you have your right to your own opinion. Like, I wouldn't sit here and go, "Oh, I'm so disgusted with you because you feel this way or whatever." I mean, I don't care. Maybe some other people would, but like, I mean, I know there's certain people who have the point of view that sex is just a natural thing that people do, and so it doesn't matter that much. And maybe those people are right. I just don't know. To me, like instinctually to me, it feels like that's not true when I think about it. But who am I to say? It's ultimately everyone is entitled to their own point of view. A few episodes. Oh wait, I already read that. 17, disgusting and horrific. Oh yeah, Wes is like a Christian. So Wes has weird sort of moral beliefs there. Don't mind him. Um I want to be gently dominated by a Slavic girl like she would force me onto the floor and give me forehead kisses. What is this like? I think I've ranted about this before. I always find people who want to be dominated by women very strange. I I think humans get sex all wrong and bamboos get it right. I think we should and oh Bono booze, sorry. Bono booze, I think is how you say that. Well, I would rather I'm not a Christian lol. The only hentai I know is lolly, if that's any indication of my moral code. Um no, I was memeing. I know you're not a Christian. You're just really weirdly into Christianity, and so I just like I'm just poking fun at you, buddy. But yeah, no, I wish humans just didn't exist and we were all like primates. I think about this very often because, like, obviously, I think birth is immoral. I'm an anti-natalist. Um, I think human life was a mistake. And if we could all just be primates instead, the world would be an indefinitely better place in just about every regard. And I wish that was the world we live in, man. I mean, if a person in my school would find out, I would get fucking bullied to death. Who cares? Hello, I am a Slavic girl, says Mila Mihalova. Hello, nice to see you. TFW kink shamed XD. Yeah, no, I'm not kink shaming you, man. Everyone has their own preference. Like there's nothing wrong with it as long as you're not harming another person, or if you are harming another person, make sure it's consensual. If it's consensual, then it's okay. If it's not consensual, then obviously it's not. But yeah, if you get bullied, who cares? Like I was bullied constantly in school, and I feel like if I got bullied now, it would just roll off. In fact, I actually have been bullied pretty recently, and not by kids, but bullied in certain ways by certain people, and it just doesn't bother me anymore because it's all impermanent. It's not something you have any control over. You don't have control over what other people say. It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. And like let's see. I am hungry to fuck. Gonna put dinner quickly. Hope the stream is still on when I'm back. Okay. Have fun, mate. I have the power to start muting foids now. Must contain myself. Interesting. It's pronounced bon o boo. Oh, okay. Um, I no worries. I got multiple Bibles too. I I have those same fucking socks. Nice. Also, congrats on joining the non-human ape supremacist gang, Star. It's about time. I mean, like it. I don't know if I was well, there was definitely a time when I wasn't a part of it, but I feel like being because I'm anti-humanist and I'm an anti-natalist, because I believe in that, I feel like it's just the natural conclusion that you should come to. Um, I don't know. I not being disgusted by humanity doesn't make much sense. Thank you, Star, for the encouragement. Okay, I'm gonna go now and get that 14-year-old pussy. Yeah, good luck, mate. Have fun. I am I'm doing an outstanding job today with this stream. Based star opinion on furries. I mean, it's their preference. What can I say about it? If you like furries, who, goddamn eToro. eToro constantly tells me the cryptocurrency Ether jumps up by 6.2%. I get these cryptocurrency notifications on my phone constantly. Stop. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, no. If it's your preference, man, like there's nothing wrong with it. I don't see anything wrong with being a furry. I think it like instinctually I look at it and I think it's a little weird, but hey, that's just how I feel when I look at it. You know, like that's my preference talking, not yours. You should never dictate, someone else's preference through your own. Um, you got it wrong again. It's boo. It's no boo. Look up a pronunciation video if you have to. Okay. Uh, yeah, no, this is something about me is that I was never actually taught how to pronounce words. Is that, like, it's weird, right? How do I explain this? I was never taught how to pronounce words properly. So I just sort of had to guess based on context what each word was. Because one way that I was lucky was in the sense that my mom read a lot to me as a kid. And so eventually I would hear the words that she would say, and then I would recognize what the words were based on having heard them. And so eventually, like, I started listening to audiobooks and then reading along to them and stuff, and I just know instinctually what every word is when I see it, because it's about pattern recognition. Like I never actually learned how to sound out words correctly. Now I can kind of do it now, but I was never taught how to do that. Um, I just know how to read because I've seen so many words again and again that I just remember all of the words. And so that's an extremely inefficient way of knowing how to read. But yeah, I did not get a proper education. That's the thing. Like my education was fucking terrible growing up. I would never do my work. Things were explained to me badly. For all of my formative years, I basically did nothing. I'm surprised I turned out as good as I did. And if you're looking at me now, I clearly did not even turn out good in the first place. Um, oh, Many were increasingly of the opinion they wait. Star, have you read Guide to the Galaxy? There is a line in the first chapter that says, "Many were increasingly of the opinion that they all made a big mistake in coming from the trees in the first place, and some said that even the trees had been a bad move, and that no one should have ever left the oceans." I've never read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, but I like the movie a lot. I think the movie's great. But yeah, no, that passage, I actually, I think I'd relate a lot to that passage in particular. That's really beautiful stuff. Thank you for sharing it with me. Education is overrated. Uninformed gang rise up. Uninformed, people being uninformed is what leads to most of the problems that we have. The thing is that the people who own this country, I'm talking about the real owners, not the government, those people want you to be uneducated. They want you to be like me. They want you to not know anything about what you're talking about. They want you to be stupid. They want you to be sedated because then you won't rebel against them. And The problem is that the reason why people are so anti-education is not because education is in itself a bad thing. The reason people are anti-education is because the way that education is done in the United States is to control you. It's not to turn you into a smart and successful individual, it's to control you. And I think that's very important to realize. Like I I don't know, man. But obviously, again, don't listen to anything that I say. I'm not that let's see. Bo like Bo Jackson, not Boo. Hmm. I think I said that earlier, didn't I though? As a failed drone, I get it. Yeah. I don't like I feel like I feel like I should be doing so much worse than I am. I mean, obviously my life is in complete crisis and I'm going to be homeless in May, but I feel like I should be I should be doing a lot worse than I am. You know what I mean? Like it's weird. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Douglas Adams is just nerdy or Mark Twain. Twain is humorous. Adams is quirky. Hmm. Being raised on the internet is more than enough if you're not caught up in soulless entertainment. Yeah, no, I think so. If you use the internet properly, that's the thing is that like most of the things I've learned is just from being online. Where like I think learning how to find information is oftentimes more important than the information itself. Is that so many things that we do require you to know how to find the information. But at the same time, in order to be like a well-rounded person, you also have to be able to know the information and know what to do with it. It isn't just like putting stuff in your head. You have to know what to do with it, know how to analyze it and come to your own conclusions and these kind of things. Um, Star, what do you think is the end goal of powerful people that control humanity? Is it money or is there something else? Well, obviously money is a part of it, but money is a form of power. So if you have a lot of capital and you exert a lot of capital, it's a form of force. So in order to maintain your control, you also have to be able to you also be able to have to accumulate more capital, which is, you know, but let's see. You said, well, let's see, has no booze. It's exactly how it's spelled. Bo no bo. I will not stop pressing this until you get it right. So I said bo no bo. I think that's correct. Aliens are probably harvesting us to eat our souls. That'd be cool. It true, school is a travesty. Not everybody gets an ebook on 6502 assembly. Um, but yeah, it's but I think the goal is about power. It's about making more money and having more power, maintaining your power through money. Reading 200-page handbooks on laptops you'll never be able to afford. That sounds like fun. Hello, Bert. Close enough? Okay, it was close enough. I used to sleep on one of these. You guys see this? This is an air mattress. I used to sleep on this in my room when we first moved here for like several months. I just slept on that. I miss my air mattress. I can have more space now, but I miss my air mattress. It was comfy. Shout out to the stock market being completely stupid now. Same. Um, yeah, the stock market is a thing. I haven't been paying attention to it. I pay attention to the crypto markets though, because my phone constantly sends me notifications about it. It just did. Um, let's see. Why did I become a crypto person? I know why I became a crypto person, but why did I become a crypto person? Should have brought the dip. Don't do dip, man. That's bad for your teeth. It's bad for your gums. Shoulda bought Link, shoulda. I don't know what you're on about, mate. Is this like some kind of weird Christian virtue signaling you're trying to do to me again? I don't know what you're on about. Let's see. Okay. Wait, did I just press Bixby? Fuck you, Bixby. No, I hate Bixby so much. Heard a Canadian guy say to buy $10 worth of Bitcoin a month. Um, I mean, who knows? Why do no sellers accept Ron Paul coins? I wish they did. I wish they did. I need to talk about how much I love Ron Paul in a moment, but I gotta get my dog because I gotta. Yeah, Ron Paul is like the coolest guy. Honestly, like he's one of the coolest guys in the world. I love Ron Paul. I disagree with him on so many things, but I watched the Ron Paul Liberty Report just because he's a cool guy. And he all of his stances on war and stuff are correct and all that, but like I just love Ron Paul as a person. Chainlink is the only non-currency altcoin I see with potential. Yes. I want to buy his some of his books. Like End the Fad. I know I probably disagree with a number of things in there, but I want to own his books. Yeah, Ron Paul is so cool. Ugh. I'm thinking if I what if I infiltrated the local Kentucky Libertarian Party? What if I did it? What if I joined the Libertarian Party and tried to make everyone convert to Ron Paul's values? Like, because I know a lot of the Libertarian parties don't a lot of them don't lean traditionally to where uh to the kind of things that Ron Paul talked about. But I wanna infiltrate the Libertarian Party and be like the biggest Ron Paul fan. I think that would be really cool. Darn it, my phone. Okay. That works just about. It looks like Ron Paul coin no longer exists. The website just has info on Bitcoin now. Oh, RIP. I really should have made my Bitcoin wallet public now. I don't know why I haven't, because people ask me, they say, oh, I want to donate money to you, but I only do it through Bitcoin. Or they say, why don't you have your Bitcoin wallet around? And I just never get around to it. I've had multiple people ask me that, and I just never set it up properly. Um, it's fun to talk to people from other places. I agree. I agree. There's so many things I learn from talking to people who I disagree with or people who come from different places. I think it's important. It's important not to put yourself in an echo chamber. Gonna put my BTC wallet on a Zine? Do you mean in a Zine? I don't on a Zine. Interesting. Uh, what pictures do I have? What image is this? Ah, yes. She was looking at you as if she was looking at walking garbage. CNN. CNN makes the NPC mad. Let's see here. Crying Pepe. You're using a paper towel as a mouse pad. How does the mouse move on that? I just don't have a mouse pad. It seems to work. Zine like magazine. Oh, okay. Yeah, so a Zine. There's a PC. Visual confusion. A GIF. Anime. Anime GIF. Oh, I love this. Venn diagram. Democrats, some stuff about abortion, pro-choice, acknowledge climate change but do nothing about it. Republicans, some stuff about about pro-life guns, deny climate change, and then they agree on all of these things. Total support for Israel, do Wall Street's bidding, unlimited military spending, hostility to Russia, China, Iran, full spectrum dominance, let money rule politics, neoliberalism rocks, spy on everyone, screw the poor and the old, oligarchy, not democracy, vive US imperialism, outlaw third parties, crush the left, regime change is cool. I love this picture so much. This is like one of my favorite images I've ever found online. It's great. Sorry, I don't believe in making friends with colored people. This is something that really happened in anime. That's a real screenshot. Reject modernity, embrace tradition. I think this is the GDR right here that is a picture of. Um, a hardcover textbook or a magazine would work better as a mouse pad. Anything smooth and hard Um, a hardcover. Let's see. I don't have a textbook, but I do have a hardcover book somewhere. I don't want to. Well, I say somewhere. It's right above me. Should I use the copy of the Tanaka that I have as my mouse pad? I I feel like it would take up a lot of space. It's a very big book. Um, Let me see here. Yeah, no, I'm just not going to put in that much effort. I don't have a magazine. It works though. Functionally, it works. Let's see. The deep state runs deep. What do you think about Bernie's possibility of being fucked over by Democrats and superdelegates? Oh, it's definitely going to happen. Like, if there's no way Bernie's going to be able to get the election. If he does, they're just going to do the same thing they did to George McGovern in 1972 or whatever it was. Um, and the DNC is just not going to support him, and he's going to have to work, alone. But I don't think he's going to get the nomination. I mean, you already saw what Mayor Cheat, that rat face fuck, Mayor Cheat, what he did in Iowa, which was just totally blatant, a total blatant subversion of democracy. They're just going to do it again. I used to believe in things when I was a kid. I love this picture so. It's so good. Boomer Chinese communist. A guy killing himself. Wait, what was this? While Soctims were partying, I studied the tank. While Trotsky was betraying the revolution, I mastered dialectical materialism. This is based. Um, may the fires of may the fires of hell absolve your sins. I think Wes would really be into this image. Uh, let's see, what is this? The Chad Laozi incarnation of God lives in the moment, succeeds effortlessly. Aesthetics truth doesn't have to explain himself. Rides thick-water buffalo. The Virgin Confucius believes that virtue leads to orderly behavior. Mortal, the cautious seldom err, secretly envies the freedom of Saurian patriarchal. Isn't it pleasurable to study and practice what you have learned? Obedient citizen lives in mom's basement as an act of filial piety. Um, I wish people would stop calling a butthead a rat as an insult. Same with people who call Trump an orangutan and Bush a chimp. Don't compare innocent animals to these cunts. Um, that's fair enough. I'm not as big of an animal person as you are. I do like animals a lot, but not to that level to where that would something like that would bother me. I do like rats though. That's the thing. It's like it's just sort of a it's just sort of like, hmm, how do I put? It's funny that they're not even hiding things anymore, blatantly taking the election, killing a Mossad agent pedophile ring in jail. The world is a fuck, detach. Yeah, just detach at this point. I don't like that attitude. Oh boy. The PCP meme laughs. The eco-fascism reading list. I was so close to going down this rabbit hole. I mean, I kind of did when I was basically a Malthusian. I was really into overpopulation and stuff. But the eco-fascism reading list. This is I plan to read all of these books at some point. None need starve. um, Spring comes again, the land and its people. Yeah, I plan to read all of these books eventually. Um, let's see. Trains, gifts, activate nightmare vision. Everything looks exactly the same. Testicles, yes. Oh, hey, this is a really old picture of 4chan. Just incorporate the ideas into your worldview. No need to uh, be put in a box by ideology. I think that's what every rational person does, though. Like, I think every rational person is able to look at things from a non-dogmatic perspective. They're able to have ideas that disagree with, a full-on ideology. They they're able to think for themselves and all that. Or maybe they think for themselves to such an extent that they just agree with all of what an ideology thinks. I think those people are rare, but the dogmatism is in general is a bad thing. You should think. Think for yourself, you know? Are you Latvian? I am not Latvian, unfortunately. I wish I was. I feel like it would be a much better place to live than this shithole. But unfortunately, no. Do I sound Latvian? Where are all these Slavic people coming from? Queerx has lied to me? I suppose he did. I don't know who that is, but Kek, imagine believing in rationalism. Dogmatism is based. Hey, I didn't say I was a rationalist. Um, but yeah, no, I think the idea that people should think for themselves isn't, I don't think that's that radical of an idea. Um, but I mean, you're a Christian, so it's okay. A shout out to furries that draw totally not sexual art and say it's family friendly. Nice. Ein rosa helikopter ska jag flyga hem till dig uch I in rosa helikopter. I don't know what you're saying, man. I don't know what language this is. Latvians despise the Soviets and communism like no other. Also, they're Baltic, not Slavic. Nice. Yeah. What is it? Oh, I love this picture right here. Anarchy, CNTFA ministers, conscript military, CNT bosses and bureaucrats, workers. I fucking love this picture so much. This is one of my favorite pictures I've ever found. Referendum on the preservation, that's just a lot of USSR stuff. Crying guy. Uh, South Korean. Let's see. Through an inconceivably peaceful method, your value has collapsed. There seems to be a trans flag in the background of this old computer, and it was done on an old camera. Oh, this is one of my favorite pictures. Is it true that you invented a device with human intelligence and human emotions? Yes. I'd give you a demo, but the device is depressed and wants to be left alone. It looks like a block of wood. I'm only trying to copy the human mind. There's no reason to over-engineer it. I can respect that. I love Dilbert. Dilbert's fun. The guy who actually makes the comics is pretty dumb. Well, he's not dumb. I won't say he's dumb, but he says a lot of very silly things. But yeah, his comics are great. Oh yeah, this is an old 8chan post that I screen capped. Um, I think it's stupid. I really disagree with that post. That wasn't a trans flag. That was a Russian Federation flag. Oh really? Oh okay. Let's see. Teen comics, no fear. Bitcoin. Mart says, hmm. I don't remember where I got this picture. You can't escape from reality. I have that screen cap as well. Nice. I got this picture off of What's the Difference, Patrick Starr. Um this is a picture I got on Hiki on slash Hiki, the old Hikikomori board on 8chan. It was nice. I got this picture there too. This was someone's room. I love these pictures of people's rooms. I always save them. Because I think it's fascinating to look. This is a psychopath right here. Um, things I want, snuggles. Things I receive, struggles. R.I.P. Shinji. Don't worry, I'm used to doing these things. I happen to be an expert on this subject. Try not to die until you're dead. Amazing translation right there. That's right. You don't have any female members, do you? Pengu's Communist Adventure. The Holocaust never happened. The red pill. This is a girl with a gun. I believe this girl's Vietnamese. Is burning the only solution for the feminists? So it seems. So it seems. By the way, Memory TV is an Israeli propaganda network, just so you know. Um, a new decade is coming up. Yeah, big deal. Where are the flying cars? Where are the moon colonies? Where are the personal robots and the zero gravity boots, huh? You call this a new decade? You call this the future? Ha! Where are the rocket packs? Where are the disintegration rays? Where are the floating cities? Frankly, I'm not sure people have the brains to manage the technology they've got. I mean, look at this. We still have weather? Give me a break. Yeah, no, it's good times. Let's see. Okay, that's just a bunch of USSR stuff. Disgusted. Hey kid, wanna blow up a federal building. I love this picture. The picture's my energy. Autistic screeching's not an argument. Save the sleep talking for when you're in bed. The testing has gone horribly wrong. One of the rotors of our pizza delivery drone has failed, and the drone crashed the center of Harare. There are bodies and deep pan pepperoni pizzas everywhere. So sorry. Hashtag pray for Zimbabwe. I've seen so many of these Mario's or Domino's Pizza Zimbabwe things. They're funny. Let's see. Borders are just imaginary lines. Observe, see nothing happened. Life leak. R.I.P. Khrushchev with corn. This is nighttime aesthetics. Just when your friends, wait, what is this? When your friends back home keep on DMing you Tiananmen Square, kanji, free Tibet, Fulon, yeah, that one. Reasons to live, spite. Comfy Pepe. Zimbabwe should have avoided the Noid. I agree. Acceptable. The Noid is a really good NES game, by the way. Yes, Coca-Cola. I couldn't stand being a girl. I can't stand you either way. When guys grow up, they get to play with cars, sports equipment, cameras, stereos, electric tools, you name it. But girls don't get any toys when they grow up. Women just buy clothes and shoes. How boring, how sad. I guess girls are actually as mature as they get older. I can't wait until I'm old enough to putter around. uh, the Noid 2 is a good jam game. Nice. Uh oh my God, dude, this is one of my favorite pictures ever. This Bob Ross picture, that has to be one of the most gorgeous creatures God has ever made. I'd like to just take him home and just keep him as a pet, but that's not what he's meant to be. He's meant to be free, free. It's really beautiful, man. I like just so you can get a sense of the text here, so you can see reading. But it's I don't know why I just get emotions when I see this picture. And I mean Bob Ross in general, he's like Mr. Rogers. He just brings emotions out of me. But like, there's something indescribable about this picture that it just makes me want to live in the forest, dude. I just want to live in the forest and hang out with animals. Like it I don't know. It's a very important picture to me. Yeah, I have a lot of Trump GOP will become a workers' party under who is voting for Trump? Educated, middle age, low income, white. 2016, not voting for Comrade Trump. When you're trying to America, but you accidentally East Germany, made by Lefty Pole, based. Man is least himself when he talks in his own person. Give him a mask and he will tell you the truth. This is one of my favorite pictures ever. Quotes, I should say, but yeah. Neat permaculture. Yes. I just want to live in the fucking woods, man. Let's see, he's dragging Wojak out of the room with the coom and the piss bottles. R.I.P. This is Pepe he's in a thing. Star the Drud. Hoja goes bunkers. um, but it's study you dipshit. But yeah, like I have lit on writing. Instead of going to a New England homeless shelter, you should go to the Pacific Northwest and live with Sasquatches. That'd be nice. Um, that is a goal. Well, there's some permaculture books. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Oscar Wilde is epic. Pedestry is the aesthetic man's preference. Nice. Let's see. Okay, this is just a long Kim Il Sung quote. I wish my shirt had a logo I wish my shirt had a logo or a product on it. A good shirt turns the wearer into a walking corporate billboard. It says to the world, my identity is so wrapped up in what I buy that I paid the company to advertise its products. You'd admit that? Oh, sure. Endorsing products is the American way to express individuality. Fucking based. I love Calvin and Hobbes so much. Calvin and Hobbes has like it has these little bits of wisdom like this that you just don't get these in any other newspaper comic. It's so perfect. Like Calvin and Hobbes is basically my favorite comic, and it's a beautiful piece of art, man. Let's see, Biz required reading. Dear God, Introduction to Business Lit, entry level literature recommendations, essential patrician core. That's all video game stuff. Human nature is like water. It takes the shape of its container. I love this quote. It's absolutely beautiful. That would explain a lot about me. This picture's nice. It's aesthetic computers. I love the look and feeling of computers like this. They're very pretty looking. That was the kind of computers I grew up with. Is that I had an E machine for the longest time. I grew up with the gray, Windows ME E machine, and I used that computer way long after it was supposed to be used. Um, and I had, the CRT monitor and everything. Good times. Yeah, good times. This is a comfy looking house. Your dreams and hopes are incompatible with reality. Force things accept reality, kill myself. That's a sad picture. Calvin is just Linus Van Pelt's worldview expressed through Lucy Van Pelt's personality. I don't know who those people are. Um, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yes, I do. That's you're talking about Peanuts, right? I can't get through books, dude, to be honest. It depends on what the book is for me. Like I have trouble reading fiction. I have trouble reading fiction um, because I can't write notes as I'm reading it. In general, I have problems with keeping attention and focus, but with nonfiction stuff, there's enough stimulation from having been able to write notes down. Um, Oh, yes, okay. From being able to write notes down, that I have two different strings of information that I'm paying attention to at once. So, on the one hand, I'm paying attention to the notes that I'm writing, and on the other hand, I'm paying attention to the book that I'm reading. I can stay much more focused on nonfiction. It's easier for me to read nonfiction, but with fiction, there's not as many things that you can write down, so I tend to need like to either drink a lot of caffeine, which doesn't even work anymore. Caffeine doesn't motivate me enough to finish through something, or like I need to be externally stimulated somehow in order to read for more than like an hour. Because after an hour, I get too tired when it comes to fiction. But with nonfiction, it's like I can read nonfiction for like 8 hours straight. 8 hours straight, I could read nonfiction because I'm just writing down all these notes. And so it makes it much easier. Fishhook theory, far right centrist, far left based. Let's see here. It's times like this where I really feel like shutting down. This is another girl with a gun. A drama has a progressive plot, emotional climax, and a resolution, but our lives aren't like that. All we get are day after day a bunch of vague anxieties that are never really resolved. R.I.P. Your thoughts of wanting to die, they are all you wished for. I have so many of these. If I'm learning something, I just get bogged down trying to understand and remember the important bits. Yeah, that's why you have to write them down. There's nothing left for me. Nothing left. You either study hard or get a low wage job. Suicide, and then he does the Yu-Gi-Oh thing. Nice. That's one of my favorite pictures as well. Let's see here. This is a long post. Let's see. Monarchy reading list. There was a time when I was going to read all of these. I wanted to read every single In Defense of Aristocracy. I wanted to read The Decline. Well, actually, no, I did read The Decline of the West. I don't know if I finished it or not. The Servile State, King James One, Man and Citizen. I wanted to read, yeah, I wanted to read all of these at one point. I still very well might. Like that's one of those goals that the minute I heard, like that's one of those goals that I still do have. Revolt against the modern world. This book especially, Revolt against the modern world. I think I'd be really interested in. Um, Reflections of a Russian statesman. Um, yeah, hopefully I can get to all of these books eventually. That'd be cool. Um, Oh, what if it's a big we create a better world for nothing? Damn, damn. Climate change denial really do be like that, though. His smile and optimism gone. That's just me. Julian Ebola. I don't want this. Honk honk, world is a joke, haha, haha guys, it's funny because I hate minorities, am I right? You see, using honkler means I am very whimsical, but also like definitely highly intelligent in a cool, cynical, depressed way. Ha, the left can't meme. I'll kill you so hard you will die to death. This is like a British guy who likes the Dreamcast. Cool picture. FBI. Sad Pepe. Manga. Gundam. Oh yeah, this picture. USA has almost perfect geography, plenty of fertile land away from threats. Russia, historically poor geography, has a much colder climate, less access to sea, and nearby strong neighbors. It began its industrialization period in the 1930s. USA has barely been affected by World War One, enjoyed a good deal of distance from the conflict and an economic boom afterwards. Russia was devastated after World War One, the subsequent Civil War, and the invasion by 14 nations. Nearly all its railroads and factories were destroyed. Famine, typhus, millions of orphans, isolation, and blockades. USA was the only country to enjoy an increase in GDP during World War II. It only lost 400,000 men during the conflict, 0.3%. USSR received the brunt of the conflict during World War II, losing 10 million soldiers and 18 million civilians, 15%. USA suffered no bombing or destruction to any of its cities. It was then able to freely spread its influence over Western Europe, Japan, who flourished from support. USSR and Eastern Europe were almost razed to rubble during World War II. In Belarusia alone, 50% of all settlements were destroyed and 600 villages burned with their citizens inside, as well as having an enormous reconstruction effort. It now had to compete with America in both a propaganda war and arms race. Change the conditions, change the game. Good picture. Oh shit, here we go again. Communist Pepe. Oh well, whatever happens, happens. Shout out to Belarus Wastelands. It says here that you're a goblin. Goblin Slayer. I never enjoyed living in the world. That old guy is based. Japanese radio. Well, it's time for me to die. This isn't so bad. Advance warning due to essential gas works, Jew Street will be closed from. I see. I see. I see how it is. It's also tiresome. 2007, the year the internet went to shit. First generation iPhone launches, allowing idiots to access the internet. Fox does its first report on 4chan and Anonymous, causing a mass influx of edgy 12-year-olds. Big Bang Theory debuts, popularizing quote-unquote geek culture. Tumblr is founded. Nuff said. Facebook allows non-college emails to register, causing a mass influx of users that leave MySpace. Twitter gains massive popularity after marketing campaign at SXSW Festival. RIP Internet, RIP. Be realistic, demand the impossible. This guy's just on his computer. Click, click, click. Class consciousness. I'll pay you $1,000 to fuck off. Um, To be honest, I wonder what the internet and world would be like if smartphones never existed. It would be massively better. I would appreciate the improvement, even though I'm currently streaming on a smartphone. Mm, let's see here. I'll tread wherever I please. Let's see. This guy, sad Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Everyone died and it's all your fault, 4chan. Sorry, I'm so socially withdrawn. I can't even make friends in a chat room. This guy's sad. I have so many of these pictures. You know that non-zero amount of neets killed themselves after Yang dropped out. Wait a minute, were there people who actually committed suicide after Yang dropped out? Were they that pathetic? Did they actually think he was going to win? I should have said stupid more so, but did they actually think he was going to win, that he even had a chance? He's never even done like 10% in polling. Why would he ever win? Keyword is non-zero. Well, if even if it was just one, even if it was just one, that's still like wow. Um, George Soros calls Xi Jinping the most dangerous enemy. Why do I have this? Why did I save that? Don't ask questions, just consume products and then get excited for next products. Come on. Well, knowing me, I sure am troubling a lot of different people. That feel when you've become an uncaring asshole after years of suffering and emotional neglect. I relate. Okay, this seems like enough pictures. I've shown you guys a lot of things. Where there was this one picture. Yeah, this picture is the American mindset. I joined the police just to kill people. Okay. Um, Joining in late, what images are you looking through? These are just the pictures that are on my computer, meme folder, image folder, whatever you want to call it. I just have a lot of pictures here. It's this Rage of the Virgin. I don't know anyone for certain that offed themselves, but someone had to. Some of these people really viewed Yang as their only hope. Yeah, I agree. It is fairly likely. 13 and depressed. That means you're a girl. Take these pills, put on these socks, and post nudes in my Discord server. R.I. fucking P. Um, uh, why? Oh yeah, I had this was Frenchville. I've been here before. This is like the most northeastern part of the US that you can go to. I've been here. It's only French people, or not only French people, but most people who live here are French, and it's a really interesting situation to be in. I liked it. This was Fort Kent right here. Fort Kent ME is where I went to the hospital. This is where I went to the mental hospital. I went to Northern Maine Medical Center, and they took care of me there. There was like one other guy when I first came in, and that was where I went to the mental hospital. Want to go back. Really do. Um, let's see. Okay, that's enough of that. Alaska is more north than this. I said most northeastern, not northwestern, friend. Um, Pale Moon is also the superior browser, by the way. If you're not using Pale Moon as a browser, what are you doing? It looks like the 2000s, kind of. Wait, I heard a beeping sound. Was that the mailman? Was that the... Okay, I'll be right back. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go get the mail. Okay, so apparently the mailman was not at my house. I guess I just heard a beeping sound that wasn't there. Um, But there was a FedEx car outside of our, well, it was on our street, so I guess it was close to us. Maybe the mailman will get here. Let's see here. I knew Yang wouldn't win, but I had hoped that UBI would at least enter the conversation, but he got completely ignored in debates. Kind of funny, kind of sad. I mean, ultimately, a UBI, like in the short term, UBI would be good for someone like me because I could just save up my Yang bucks and then go to a way cheaper country where the US dollar means more. But for the mass of people, I don't think UBI would have done much of anything. I think it might have actually harmed in the sense that it would phase out other welfare systems. So let's see. Pale Moon has a Netscape skin. Nigga, why don't you use that? I just haven't gotten around to it. I want to. I want to. Actually, let me look that up right now. Discord wouldn't exist without all the venture capital. Yeah, Pale Moon, Netscape, skin. There we go. Let's see, add-ons. Moonscape, that's what it was called. Yeah, it makes it look like this. Let's see here. Preview. For instructions on configuring, customizing the interface, this looks like a lot of effort. I'll do this later. But yeah, no, I like Pale Moon. I opened up a bunch of Pale Moons by accident. I need to close these. It takes longer to open, that's why. So I just incessantly start clicking the thing until it opens them. Um, but yeah, I really like the way Pale Moon looks. I think it looks better than other browsers, definitely. Let's go to Obaway-chan. What's going on Obaway-chan today? You just click the button and then restart. Whoa, Jesus Christ, this is me. What the f I remember this thread, but still, like, it's so weird going on Obaway-chan and then seeing your own face. What the fuck, mate? What the fuck? This doxed. You guys have seen my face. Like, need YouTubers thread on Obaway-chan, and then my fucking face is here. That's so weird. It's so weird seeing that. Oh boy. Okay. Um, let's see. Been a hikikomori for 11 years, been trying to recover for 2 years now, falling. I feel like I want to die. I fucking hate. Okay, whatever. I don't care. Ooh, this is a cool picture. Also, check out Double. Double. I don't know what that is. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's why the mail didn't get here. It's only 12:50:51. Ugh. I have the because probably because I drank this cherry stuff, but now I really need to go to the restroom. So 21 people who seem to be currently watching, don't desert me. F's in the chat for star if they do. Maybe the stream will cut out while I'm in the restroom. Who knows? But wait, someone said something in the chat. I want to read it first. Click into that thread. Your posts in it are odd. Oh yeah, no, I'll get to that in a moment. My posts are pretty strange. I think I out myself as a sociopath in one of them. That's fun. I'll be back. I've returned! People, human beings that exist. I thought I would have been way longer than that. Okay. But yeah, let me see here. Um, Smoke too many doopies and you hold a duple. I don't know what any of this means, mate. Um, yeah, I don't know what any of this is about. Um, let's see. Okay, so we go to the Neat YouTubers thread. Oh, you have to click reply to view. Where is it? You have to go down. Yeah, people were generally on me in here. Let's see here. Fucking best post ever. Let's see, blah blah blah. Child molesting rapist. Um, which he is also a very narcissistic person and pretty much a bore. I just want to read what Hiki Fag said because Hiki Fag was in this thread trashing me, and so he said. His format, his editing, and rants, the way he structures his playlists, all reek of Digibro idol worship. Yes, clearly, my content structure is this. Let me find this. Okay, so that was what that guy said, and I already respond to it in the other post, but this guy, he says, fucking best post ever. Finally, someone said he is also a very narcissistic and pretty much a borderline sociopath, as well as that retarded Korean kid named Red continues to suck his and hiding in my room's dicks. Both Star and Red ban you outright if you criticize them, despite the fact that they want to be famous public figures, which shows how SJW both of them really are. Also, I gave Red advice on how to change his life, and he just spat in my face. Even though I did care about him and tried to help him, he refuses to change his life and grow up, and Star and his other friends just enable his toxic behavior. At least I've tried to change my life for the better so I can be happy, unlike these fucking losers who carry the misogynistic black pill, incel defeatist mindset, and at least I am not the one who is friends with a child molesting a child molesting rapist, unlike these kids, and Red isn't even a real NEET. He has and has always had a job. You can't be a NEET and have a job. It doesn't work like that, and he's always had this job since I met him 1 year ago. If you want to get technical about this shit, they literally are no different than Noriko slash Hiki-chan because just like her, they are also attention-seeking whores. Oh, geez, that was a lot to read at once. Um, okay, so it says so I responded to the criticism that guy gave. I gave a really long-winded response. So I'm just gonna respond to what Hiki Fag said. So I said, I probably am a sociopath. I haven't been diagnosed with ASPD, but I can easily see it. I'm also pretty narcissistic in the sense that I do like my own videos. I don't think that I'm hot shit, but I do moderately enjoy them. And I talk about my own experiences, which could easily be construed as narcissism. These are valid claims. I don't have any answers to say to say whether they're completely true or false. I lean in the direction of agreeing with you, but I can't know for sure until I'm older with a larger body of information experience and have spoken with a professional about these issues. Both Star and Red outright ban you if you criticize them. I respond to criticism regularly in the comments. The reason I banned you, Hiki, was because you were constantly spamming. Red has talked in his videos about how he bans people who criticize him deliberately. I disagree with him on that personally, but I don't care. And then it goes green text, despite the fact that they want to be famous public figures, which shows how SJW they really are. Do you have a quote or a video where I say I want to be a famous public figure? I could give you a litany of videos where in the title I chastise this idea, railing against it entirely. Who else has not one but two videos telling their audience to unsubscribe? If I wanted subs, I would be doing things very differently on my channel. My Unikitty video from 2016, for instance, has over 6,000 views, 600,000 or 60,000 views. Now because of how I market it. On the Shonen Ronin channel, I've made a number of viral hits with over 10k views. If I wanted to game the system, I could. I don't want to. Um, And then he said, and at least I am not the one who is friends with a child molesting rapist unlike these kids. And then I said, I don't care. I could be friends with someone who shot up a school and I would not care. In fact, if laws didn't exist, I would have killed and tortured multiple people by now. In what way does the child he supposedly molested have any effect on me? And then he says that he appreciates that I replied for manning up, and he says criticism is not spam. He kept posting the same comments over and over again. That's spam. Let's see. 10K views is not viral. That's a semantic point. Um, this is my favorite part right here. Thank you once again for proving my point that you're a potential danger to yourself and society, basically a ticking time bomb. Also, really, you are way more forgiving. I think you need to reconsider who your friends are and also develop some common sense of morality, common decency, and respect towards others instead of being a hateful, empty shell who cares about nobody. Also unrelated, but kind of related, this is in response to the incel rant on your second channel. The reason you get compared to incels or get called one is you seem to carry bits of the misogynistic black pill defeatist mindset that incels and robots have, and you will not get anywhere in life with that mindset. I'm working now and I'm going to get married soon. Besides returning to school, how have you changed your life? Because it doesn't seem like you have. You just continue to let social isolation eat away at you. Um, so yeah, that was the thing between me and Hiki. Did destroyed Funkmaster Flex Bomb based. Didn't Hikifag orbit Noriko, or was that a different need? Yeah, that was Hikifag. He made like his entire Discord personality and as well as other things about Noriko. He obsessively would defend her and these kind of things. You should learn to program so we can build AltNet Valhalla together. It would be cool. Hopefully one day I actually get down to doing it. Um, but yeah, that was the battle on Oboe-chan between me and Hiki Fag. Um, I never responded to his other response because basically everything I said, I already said everything I could say. Like if I kept going, it would have just been, um, it would have just been an endless argument. But yeah, that was the battle between me and Hiki Fag. Um, yeah, what I still, this is funny. I still have 8chan. I have 8chan.net. Thanks for the fish, Douglas Adams. Yeah, look, there's a new site here. Um, yeah, I actually have 8chan.net still in my bookmarks. I have it still in my bookmarks here because that's how rare that I use this computer. Um, I like the bit where someone says, "You're a dumb fuckanon. That evil sociopath is manipulating you to make you feel sorry for him and give him money and other stuff he wants." Wait a minute, where does it say that? I didn't read the whole thread. That's based. That is fucking based. Where is it? Um, let me do Control F. Evil. Where do I put Control F? Okay, there it goes. Um, let's see, you're probably going to get slammed for this here, but I'm worried about Star. His recent videos and streams have been very dark with his opioid addiction. I see myself in him and just want to give him a hug. I'm afraid he's going to die before someone who has the resources and empathetic enough for there to be for him. If if even he wants that can get to him. The thing is though, like I ran out of opiates before the addiction could get really bad. I never got any more. I mean, theoretically, I could buy more, but I don't think opiates are a very fun drug. They just kind of make you feel numb to pain. Like they're physically euphoric if you smoke weed with them. But there are other drugs that you could do that are a lot more fun. Oh geez. But but yeah, I'm not addicted to opioids anymore. I got over it after, like 5 or 6 days of just dealing with the physical withdrawal symptoms. I stopped when I ran out of pills. Um, let's see.
I wish I could be that person at least a little bit, maybe smoke weed with him and chill. I feel so trapped. Am a neat hundreds of miles away with no car. If you read this, I know you think your younger self was naive, and I'm not trying to come off as condescending, I genuinely care. But there is more to life than dying in your 20s from an OD, and I think, oh, is there someone? Someone came home. I think. But but yeah, it's I didn't even know that was there until now. Um, it's it's very interesting the sort of connections that are made online. Where like I could have never seen that post if I didn't just go on Oboe Chan that day, you know. And it's very interesting these sort of things that occur. I think I should do a better job at clarifying things. I should do a better job at making these things make more sense. But good times create weak men. Weak men create bad times. You are here. Bad times create strong men. You should want to be here. Strong men create good times. Yes. But yeah, yeah, it is a thing. But I think I have to go help my dad with groceries now, because I hear him. He just got home. Um, but and I don't tend to keep streaming once he gets home, because I don't like I don't like people hearing me as I do the streams. Um, so I wish I knew who that guy was so I could tell him that I'm fine. Um, but yeah, I don't know who that guy is. That's the thing, is because it's anonymous. Fart. Um, but yeah, R.I.P. I talked about it a little bit. I never got I never go very in depth. Um, but yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna go now, friends. If the person who wrote that is here or sees this, I would just like to say that I'm all right. YouTube did what? How dare they? They basically just cut off my last live stream I was doing. It's all right. You should make a video about it. See you. Okay, bye bye. But yeah, maybe I will. There's just a lot there. Does anyone know does anyone know any channels of Usenet boomers regaling internet folklore of the good old days? I have no idea. No. Bye me, bye star. Oh, I see. Okay. Bye bye everyone. But person who wrote that Oh Boy Chan post, I am okay. This is a depressing note.